Big Daddy My Guns, I tried calling you to tell you in person what I'm just gonna fucking record on this video and send you. So I think I've known you for fucking, what is it, let's see, 16, so probably 26, 36, 46, 1 or 2 years from now, we're talking 40 fucking years. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that we go fucking way back. And I would think that we had each other's back. You know what I mean? I would think that. And so, if you know me, you know that I don't fucking have filters. I say what's on my mind. I actually don't lie. I don't fucking lie to relationships that are important to me. I lie to strangers. I fucking lie to fucking people at toll booths. I fucking do all kinds of prank bullshit. But someone that I care about, no. And again, I'm not accusing you of lying. I don't think you're accusing me of lying either. That's actually not what this fucking message is about. But I just want you to know and remind you about me as a fucking person. I have good fucking intentions with my friends. I would fucking drive to Alaska for my fucking friends. Remember where we fucking came from, dude. Friends don't fucking rat on other friends. We take care of our fucking friends. You don't get to fucking choose your family. You choose your fucking friends. And when I have a fucking friend, I go to fucking war for my fucking friends. Alright, so with all of that fucking intro and narrative, let me get to the fucking point. I find out from Magnus and fucking Julian that you've got an issue with me, and Julian has decided that he's fucking blocked me. And it's for a whole lot of reasons that I don't want to go into this message because I want to focus on me and fucking you. But he makes this list of like fucking 13 people or 12 fucking people that I fucked over, okay? To kind of like justify the fact that like I'm a fucking asshole, or I fuck people over money, or I don't know, any number of fucking things, okay? So again, you're one of fucking 13, right? So I'm going to address every one of these fucking people. And, there's kind of like another perspective. I don't want to say two sides to a story. I mean, in some cases, there's just pure fucking made up fucking shit, So, like this is not the case with what you have a beef with me, according to fucking Julian. It's not made up, right? There's a shred of something that happened, and then there's your perspective and my perspective, right? So there's a little shred of that, but it's certainly not the way it was fucking described to me, that I fucked you over in some big fucking way. And when I get this list of fucking 13 people from my oldest son as justification why he's fucking blocked me, and you're one of the people on that fucking list, and your mom is one of the fucking people on that fucking list, and Althelia is one of the fucking people on that list, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Alright, so let's just tackle this fucking shit, okay? Alright, because there's consequences, Guns. There's fucking consequences. I take care of people that fucking take care of me. I take care of people that are fucking loyal to me. Someone fucks me over, I don't need to fucking say anything else. But don't expect a gift from me if you fuck me over. Now, I don't want to say you fucked me over intentionally. For all I know, you may have been fucking drunk out of your ass, and Julian, the finesser that he is, got this information out of you somehow. I don't know all the details on how Julian fucking came to fucking understand something about me and you and our fucking relationship in the way that he did. So that I can't speak to. But I do know that there's a couple things that he mentioned, or a couple things. Again, I haven't talked to Julian because Julian doesn't fucking talk to me. And so I partially blame you for that. That's right. I partially blame you. All right? Obviously, I blame myself first. But when there's 13 people, Julian says that I fucked over. I mean, this is, Guns, you have to hear this fucking list. This is a fucking, literally, this is fucking ridiculous. And one of them, by the way, is this fucking kid Ari. Oh my gosh, my video to him explaining this shit, that's gonna be a fucking big one. That motherfucking piece of shit fucking cockroach, to fucking say the shit he said and to try to fuck with a person's family to try to get in between a dad and his son, that fucking fatherless fuck that doesn't even have fucking a father, that has 3 fucking mothers that I took in like a fucking son, I did nothing to fucking betray him. I've always been a fucking good guy to him. And his fucking, like, him and Julian may have a similar fucking, mental illness, in the sense that, like, there's paranoid, twisted shit that's like, deviating from fucking reality. Okay? So I'll address his shit. And again, everything I'm addressing for these people is going to be on a fucking video that I'm sharing with them. Because if I have a problem with someone, I fucking talk to them. I call them and say, hey dude, I got a problem with something. I'll call them right fucking away. That's what I do. Alright, I'm not like these fucking kids that fucking will fucking talk behind your back and block you. Block you. Fucking call me. Sue me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not afraid of fucking dealing with shit. I deal with conflict. I don't fucking run from conflict. Now let's get back to fucking me and you. Because that fucking piece of shit, Ari, he's gonna get his, okay? And again, it's not like I wish him something horrible to happen, but I took care of him and I did everything for him, and he fucked me over in the sense that he fucking badmouthed me to my son. That's a fucking problem. So, in the end, he's probably going to be regretful about that, but whatever. That relationship will never be repaired. I don't give a fuck. My son, I would like to repair my relationship with my son. With you, I mean, dude, we've known each other 40 years. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? All right, so let's deal with these specific fucking things. So first of all, guns. I think, and I don't even remember the exact thing, but I think it has something to do with I think maybe this is kind of what triggered this. So that's right. I get a call from you, drunk out of your fucking ass, dude. Like, literally, I've heard you drunk many, many times, but you were really drunk, and you're really upset, and I understand why you're upset. You had Connie had money taken out of her fucking account. Like, money was seized out of her account. And, obviously it was from some type of credit card that she had that fucking you or she did not pay and did not eventually settle and ignored collection. And I got to believe probably thousands of fucking phone calls and letters, and then eventually litigation that was fucking served, and fucking default judgment if you didn't fight it. So it's like, talk about notice. Like, this is not something that should come as a fucking surprise if there's been at least 1,000 touch points between phone calls, letters, and litigation that money is legally fucking owed to a goddamn fucking credit card in Connie's name. And so what happens when you fucking get a default judgment is that those motherfuckers will sit there and wait until they can find your fucking money, even if it's fucking 5 years later or whenever the fuck, and then they just take it out of your account. Now, you should fucking know this, Guns. I mean, if you consider yourself someone that's fairly knowledgeable about the ways of business and credit and money, you should fucking know that when you have a judgment against you and you have money in a bank account, you cannot fucking be safe. You can't have that. They can get it if they find it. And they did find it, and they did take it, and they were legally able to do that. Now, I'm not addressing again, I don't know if you're blaming me, so we're going to tackle that in a second. I'm just talking about generally, why the fuck would you leave money in a bank account with someone that has a fucking judgment against them? You know what I mean? And, I'm not talking about shit I don't know. Number one, I've had judgments against me. Number two, I have friends, fucking friends that have judgments against them, and I've actually given them fucking advice. So this is something that I know about, all right? And let me also tell you this. This is actually back to Julian. When Julian was the age of Eliana, okay? Literally fucking 2-3 years old. His fucking mother, all right? And I don't want to go into the details of his mom on this because I'm torn. I don't know if he should know about this. That's one of the people on his list that I fucked over was his mother. And I don't know if it's healthy for him to know the truth about his mother. So I don't know what to do. But let's just say that, when a dad gets full custody of a fucking child at 3 years old, The mom is fucked up, okay? I fucking protected my son, and I fucking sacrificed, at that time, everything in my life for that fucking boy. 3 years old. 3 fucking years old, okay? And I paid lawyers. I spent every fucking dollar I had. I did everything I fucking could. When I couldn't afford the fucking lawyer, I fucking represented myself in the fucking case until I could afford a lawyer. That was 3 years of my life that I will never get back, and I did that to protect my son, and I would do it again. Because his mom, well, again, I can't get into that. It's actually public fucking record, actually. All right, now, at some point in that process, this fucking cocksucking lawyer, and by the way, I probably had to spend, I don't know, $300 to $500 an hour for 3 fucking lawyers. My lawyer, I had to pay her fucking lawyer, and then I had to pay what's called a guardian ad litem, which was when there's a child like this in a case of custody and allegations, they appoint a lawyer to represent the child. And who has to pay for that? 3 fucking lawyers, $500 an hour. I'm Julian's age, Guns. I'm 26, 27 years old. So put that fucking shit in perspective. I'm paying 3 fucking lawyers to protect my fucking 2, 3, 4-year-old. Think about that shit. And I paid that shit. It was a lot of money. It was over 3 fucking years. It took everything I got. And if you know me, you know that everything I got is a fucking lot. Because I got a fucking lot in anything I do. Alright. So at some point, this one fucking attorney, this fuck, these guys just fucking, you send them retainers, bills, whatever, then all of a sudden he just fucking bills me all this fucking crazy shit, way more. I mean, just like more and more. I ran out of fucking money. It was like, I don't know, $8,000 or $9,000. I'm just guessing, okay? That was like a bill. I can't pay it. So that's when I represented myself. This motherfucker got a judgment against me. You know that's not the first judgment. That may be the first judgment against me personally. Maybe not. I don't know, dude. I listen, I'm not afraid of fucking lawsuits, litigation, any of that bullshit. You know, I mean, look at Donald Trump. Look at how many fucking pieces of litigation he has. So, like, do you think I'm gonna be fucking scared over a fucking lawsuit, over fucking anything? No. That shit doesn't scare me. All right. So he fucking comes after me, and he probably got a default judgment. Again, I could give a fuck about anything other than protecting my son. So that judgment is there. And then I remember one day, I don't know if it was like a couple years later or something, I wake up, I log into my bank, and 3 fucking accounts are fucking drained out to 0. Yeah, that day fucking sucked. That day fucking sucked. I mean, I don't know how much she got, 10 grand, something like that. It was everything I had at the time. I think I was already in business at that time. So, like, all of a sudden losing money in your personal account that you probably need, yeah, that was not good. So I know what that's like. Now, did I go and fucking blame someone for that shit? Who am I gonna fucking blame? I mean, in my case, like, literally, who am I gonna fucking blame? I'm gonna blame the attorney. I'm gonna blame my fucking best friend. Like, who am I gonna blame? Like, it's my fault. You know, like, number one, take fucking responsibility for your goddamn fucking life, dude. If something happens, it's your fault, man. I'm at where I'm at because of me. If I want to blame someone for something, look in the fucking mirror. My life is where it's at because of my actions. And I'm an imperfect person like everybody fucking else, I believe. You know, like, I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm wrong more than I'm fucking right. But I'm not going to blame someone else for that shit. Now let's get back to you. Guns. You have this fucking judgment against Connie. You blame me for that fucking credit card? Okay? Let's back up for a second, dude. Is that connected to the business we had together? The telecom management business that turned into True Choice Technology business? Is that part of the connection? All right? So you mean the company that when you were working in fucking Chicago that I invited you out to Florida and I gave you an opportunity to own part of a company without fucking paying for it initially, right? Because I don't know, Guns, when you buy a 20% stake in something or a 15% stake in something or a 1% stake in something, you fucking pay for that shit. When someone fucking gives you something, that they don't have to do that. You think Joey Guzman would fucking give someone a piece of his business to come work for him or come work with him? I don't fucking think so. It's not how it works. So again, you know, I said, Guns, hey, here, you have this fucking piece, right? But, you know, you got to step up and you got to fucking deliver work, money, whatever it fucking takes. Like I did, all right? Can I tell you the $500,000 alone from my house on 8th Street in Rio Vista that I literally took that money out personally to put in our business that you were a part owner in? Can I tell you that shit? Like, there's so much other shit. Like, you know, we could spend 5 hours talking about sacrifice on this business, but I put in my fucking sacrifice, and, you know, so did you for about, I don't know, maybe that credit card. I don't know what else you put in. Maybe your dad fucking 50, 60 grand. I don't know. Did your mom put in some money? I don't know what was given to you to support your fucking business with me, Guns. That's not my accounting. That's your fucking business, you know? Like, and I'm going to address your mom too, because maybe that's going back to Notebook Center days. We're going to address all this fucking shit, and I'm putting this shit permanently on the fucking internet for anyone to see. Maybe not right away. Maybe I'm not going to share it right away with everyone. Why should I do that? So I'm just sharing it with fucking you for right now. But Guns, going back to our business together, money that you put into our business to support our fucking business that we busted our ass for, that's your fucking shit. Now, how do you know, so what happens in the end? Maybe the business fails, you know? Like the example of Notebook Center. Notebook Center failed. And we were cocky at the time, and again, I can go into it. It didn't have to fail. We chose it to fail. When those motherfuckers decided to sell their stock in the open market to fucking investors with me as the fall guy as the CEO, there was only one way to reverse every fucking transaction, and that was give up the business. So I'll remind you about that later. But, you know, that was a loss, okay? True Choice Technology, telecom management, that was a win. We built a fucking business together, and that business grew. And in fact, you earned your living, you paid for God knows what every single fucking year for as many years as you was there. That was your lifestyle, that was your fucking career. I mean, you did not make millions of dollars, but you had a lifestyle business, and you had a piece of it, and you were in it, all right? So you got that, and the business grew. And so now let's talk about, let's say how much money you put into this business. And I really don't fucking know how much you put in exactly, but I'm just guessing in your mind, did you use that credit card for our business? Maybe. I don't fucking know. I think probably yes, right? You know, did you take 60 grand or some other amount of money from your dad? I think, did you put that shit in the business? Yeah, I think so. You probably did. Okay? So maybe you have how much hard money put into the business. Because like, go to a tax accountant, they say, all right, you know, they're going to say, what's your basis in the company? Well, your basis is not like anything other than dollars that came from you personally or a personal asset. Doesn't matter if you borrowed it, stole it, doesn't matter how you got it. If you put money in the business, that's your basis. How much money, Guns, you put into the business? You tell me. You let me know. I don't know. 60 grand, 25 grand. I don't know what you put into the business. Okay? I don't even know what I fucking put in the business. I told you I put in $500,000 just from my fucking house into the business before you even fucking showed up to the fucking business. Okay? That's what I put in. That was just one fucking thing. All right? But forget all that. Just you tell me that number. Because what happens is that's your basis, right? So if you get, now again, what you get paid is an income, you know, like what you get paid is a distribution. Technically distribution counts. You got a lot of fucking money in distributions. Because you remember, most of the money we were getting paid was in distributions. When that company was under my watch, I paid the fucking owners. I paid the fucking owners every fucking month, okay? The managing owners, not the fucking silent partner owners. I mean, those guys got paid a couple of times under my watch, but I wasn't happy with fucking, I would love to have paid those guys a lot more, and we didn't. So I fell short on that fucking shit. But again, under my watch, if you recall, me, you, and Scott, yeah, motherfucker, we got paid. Now, how much did we get paid on a percentage basis? Well, you know, I believe I had like 86% of the company at one point, and then 64% of the company. So again, I'm just fucking driving right now, so I can't tell you an exact fucking number. But let's just say you and Scott had like, you know, 15% each, something like that. I had 70%, or maybe one of you guys had 18 and fucking 70. You know, like I had 3 to 4 times more ownership interest than you in the partnership. Okay, so we understand that I had more ownership. And why? Because again, I started the fucking company. I put in more money. I mean, for many reasons, right? It's my fucking company. I control that fucking company. Still to this day, I control the company, even though I've been involved. Scott hasn't paid me for all my fucking units, okay? So I could show up over there and fucking take over that whole fucking company and fire everybody. I'm not gonna do that because Scott is my friend. He's not fucked me over. And why would I fuck him over? All right, now, going back to the payments during those years, those years of fucking building the business. Those years of building the business, we had X dollars available of cash flow, and we paid it out. Now, we paid out money as distributions, which means that I should get, let's say I have 75%, or I don't know, I'm trying to use easy math. Let's say I have 60%, okay? So I got 60%, and I had more than 60%, but let's say it's 60%. So I get 60% of that money. You would get, say, 20% of the money, and Scott would get 20% of the money. So I would get 3 times the money that you got, okay? Is that what happened? No, okay? And again, I don't know the exact percentages, but basically, you and Scott got paid a higher percentage, because it basically, the way the accounting works, dude, and the way I wrote that operating agreement, we can decide what we pay out in distributions on a disproportionate basis. So it's a decision that's made. So I consistently paid you guys higher than your percentage interest, like probably 10 to 15% more percentage interest than you were supposed to get, which means I was underpaying myself every fucking time. There's not one fucking year that I got paid correctly. I paid you guys like you owned twice as much as what you actually fucking owned, all right? And I did that. And I kept those payments rolling in good times and in bad, okay? So yeah, that's right. Make $1 million, we got paid. Lose $1 million, we got paid. No one says, hey, Anthony, for your ability to fucking do that, thank you. You know, it was nice to get paid whether we made money or lost money. I appreciate that. I don't have any thanks from anybody. Maybe you guys don't even have an awareness, but I can tell you there was a few years we lost a lot of fucking money as a business, and you guys still made fucking money. That was the magic. That was my fucking magic. All right? Now that said, you got this money that you put into this fucking business. I don't know what it was. Again, you got to tell me. 60,000, 80,000? You keep track of your fucking accounting. That's between you and your accountant. I don't know how much you have going into the business. All I know is that you own part of the business, and that's why you put money into the business. All right? Now, let's talk about what happens next in the business. You sell those fucking units of ownership that you have, and then you have an appreciation, and the appreciation is only the amount you put in, okay? From a capital gains point of view, from a generally accepted accounting principle point of view, is very simple. What is the basis of money you put into the business? And when you sold it, how much did you get when you sold it? All right? So now, to basically kind of deal with this issue between us of perception, I'm going to deal with this issue, but also I'm going to actually share something. I have a beef with you that I didn't even want to fucking tell you, because I didn't want to, you know, it's like, why tell you? Like, I didn't need to tell you this. It was kind of upsetting to me. I mean, not upsetting to me. I mean, it was disappointing to me. I got fucked over very, very specifically with a lot of fucking money over something you did, and I didn't even fucking tell you. I didn't tell you they want to ruin your day, but I'm going to tell you fucking right now, Guns. I'm going to fucking tell you. So, you sold your units of fucking ownership in this company to Scott Williams. All right? You sold them at a fucking drunk sailor fucking, a fucking fire sale fucking price, motherfucker. Okay? You decided what you wanted to sell that for, and you sold those units, and you got, I don't remember, $200,000 to $300,000. You got that money sent to you, did you not? Yes, you did. Okay? Because I signed off on that agreement that you made between Scott. Okay? This was not my fucking idea. This was not my fucking price. This is what you decided to do. And you sold those units so fucking cheap that you fucked me over. Because when I needed some money, because in the last fucking 6 years with 360 Hoops that has fucking eaten me fucking alive every which way to Sunday that I brought back from the life 3 fucking times has practically bankrupted me. And I'm going to address that too, because I do want to tell you that I brought it back to life 3 times. So that's basically, you know, like you could call it 3 new companies. So any deals from the first company that failed, those deals are fucking dissolved. Any deals from the second company, those deals are dissolved. Now we're on to the fucking third company, Guns. And you may have been loyal to company 1 or 2, but you certainly were not loyal to me as I go into company number 3. So if you have units of ownership that you didn't pay for, then you don't have those fucking units of ownership, because anything that I gave to someone as a fucking gift is like, it's like let's put it this way. It's like an employee that has an incentive unit plan and they leave the company. They're no longer helping the company in some way. Like in an incentive unit plan, you can take those units back. You know what I mean? Because guess what? Like that motherfucker worked here for 6 months as a salesperson and didn't sell anything. Like contractually, you get it back. There's a vesting period. But just me personally, dude, yeah. I'm willing to give you some units. I don't have to give you some units. I'm willing to give you some units because I have given units to my fucking friends, to some of my friends. I've taken care of them because I want to. I don't have to. And I reviewed that whole list right now, and you're not on my fucking list, Guns, and you're not on my list, but I'm willing to revisit that when you fix my relationship with Julian. Now that's on your fucking shoulders, Mike. You want a piece of my fucking company? You want a piece of my fucking equity of what I built fucking for 6 years that you've had nothing to fucking do with other than an encouraging phone call every once in a while? I mean, literally. And I appreciate you, and an offer to sell military or whatever the fuck. Guns, you want a little piece of my fucking business that I spent the last 6 years of my life practically fucking, I mean, whatever, dude. It's fine. This business is going to eclipse the success of anything else I've ever done by leaps and bounds, you know, and it's like, it's going to be undisputable probably within 6 months from this date. So any of my haters, any of these people that thought I'm a fucking asshole, a Ponzi scheme, any of that shit, dude, you know, they're going to need some serious fucking psychotherapy. I have, out of all my investors, only 6 of them took the buyout. These motherfuckers, I really feel bad that I offered the buyout. Literally, there may be one of these fucking people that commit suicide. There may be a fucking divorce. Like, it's like selling Tesla before Christmas of 2018. All right, so put all that aside. All right, put all that aside. I want to get back to you again. All right, so Guns, you put money into this fucking business, our business together, right? I don't know, 60, 80,000, 100,000, I don't fucking know. And then you agreed to sell it at some point in the future. You got paid fucking multiple ways of compensation every fucking year, and good and bad. I paid you more than your percentage interest. I fucking took care of you. I gave you every fucking opportunity when I was there, okay? And I do want to address one thing about why Scott, I think, pulled you off kind of like the employee team, management team of the company, as he rightfully should, okay? You know, when a motherfucker is fucking drunk in the fucking hotel room of a fucking corporate event, that motherfucker is fired, even if that's your best friend in the world, okay? You don't fucking do that shit. And that's what you fucking did. And, you know, there's issues with fucking females, and I don't think we need to fucking spend 3 hours talking about that. There's issues with females, but I think the main issue had to do with your fucking drinking, Guns, and your drinking around events is not good. No bueno, okay? Can't have that fucking shit. So yeah, when Scott told me about that, and he said, hey, I have to, you know, take Guns off of, you know, he can't be, you know, representing us in this way. You know, I had to agree with him. And I mean, Guns, if you're fucking sober and you hear what I'm saying right now, I think you'd have to agree with me fucking too. All right? So put that aside. Again, let's get back to this money. This money, you put this money in, and then you decided to sell the fucking units of ownership for fucking, I don't know, $200,000 to $300,000. Guns, you made money off of that shit. Now let's address the price later, because that price was fucked up. You fucked me over when you sold at that price. But forget that. That was your choice. You sold at that price.
Watch out.
You know? I mean, if someone goes into a pawn shop and sells a fucking ring that's worth $25,000 for $1,000, like, you know, like, again, they said they did that shit, you know? No one forced you to fucking sell that shit for $200,000 to $300,000 or whatever you fucking sold it for. But all I know is that all you put into that shit was like fucking, I don't know, you consider Connie's credit card money you put in? Fine. Well, I don't even know how much that is. What, 20,000, 5,000? I don't even fucking know. Whatever it is, right? Whatever you put in, you put in. Did you not get more money in that sale than you put in? Did you not more than double your money? All right? Not factoring all the money you got during those years. You made money in a fucking transaction. You should pay a capital gains tax, which, by the way, I bet you probably didn't. But you probably fucking don't see it that way, right? You see that Anthony fucked you over, and you got to talk to Anthony's fucking oldest son that's 26 years old that I think has a fucking mental illness related to like some paranoid fucking shit like this, and he thinks his dad is not successful in business, dude. He thinks his dad is like financially broke. He thinks his dad doesn't know how to manage money, dude. Like, do you understand? Like, it's like literally, it's fucking laughable. It's fucking laughable. All right. And anyhow, I'm gonna address all that shit, dude. I'm gonna address all of it. I have nothing to hide, dude. I don't give a fuck. You understand? I'm a tell-all type person, dude. So like, I'm gonna have my opportunity in the future to tell everybody, the whole fucking world. I'm gonna literally explain to entrepreneurs what I've done to build fucking companies. And you know, a lot of entrepreneurs don't understand that. I think you will understand that. A lot of them won't, dude. And people that aren't fucking entrepreneurs, like, yeah, man, they'll be like, holy fucking shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. So again, going back to you, Guns, you put some money in the business. You had a good career. You had a great opportunity. You made money. This thing took care of your family for I don't know how many fucking years, a bunch of years. You know, after I left the business, you stayed on. You did some shit to cause yourself to be removed from the business that I understand. And then at some point you sold the fucking interest in the business, right? And you chose to sell it. You sold it for a gain. You sold it for a gain. Now let me tell you how you fucked me, all right? You sold the whole interest of the company, maybe 18% of the company, or 16 or 70%, for like $200,000 to $300,000. Motherfucker, you sold like $1.5 million worth of the fucking company for like $200,000 to $300,000, and that's what it's worth now. And that's what it was worth when you sold it. Okay, what it's gonna be worth in like 5 years is like more than that. But how you fucked me over is during a time when I needed fucking money, because my gosh, I've sucked up every fucking dollar I could get my hands on. Literally every fucking which way to keep my fucking business rolling with 360 Hoops. What I've done, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, okay? So there was a time where I needed to sell some fucking units of ownership, and Tom Tharrington, the fucking, you know, opportunistic entrepreneur that he is, he's looking to acquire more units. So what does he ask for? He wants to pay the same price that Mike fucking O'Britis paid. Or, yeah, Mike O'Britis got paid. So I was forced to sell fucking units. Like, I was forced to sell, I don't remember, $150,000 of units. I basically had to sell, motherfucker, like $1 million worth of my stock for like $150,000 because of the deal you made. Because, and I didn't want you to feel bad. That's why I didn't tell you this. You fucked me over. Like, you think I fucked you over that credit card, dude? Connie's credit card that you got all those notifications on and ignored a judgment, and fucking 10 years later they take, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. I feel for your family. You lost money. You were going to pay for college. God knows what that's like. But that's your fault, motherfucker. That's not my fault. That's your fault. And that's your contribution to this company that you actually sold at a gain, all right? While you also got paid all those fucking years. Did I fuck you over? Think about it. Did I fuck you over? I don't think so, all right? Did I make promises that I didn't keep? Guns, my entire fucking life is fucking building visions that don't exist. I talk about shit that is like Elon Musk talking about going to fucking Mars. You know, like, is he a liar if he hasn't gone to Mars? Yeah, maybe he will one day, you see. So I talk about shit in the future. I'm wrong on time frames. You know, I may think something's going to happen in 6 months. It happens in 5 years. You know, I may try to do something and fail. You know, God knows how many fucking commitments I try to make. I try to be a good person, Guns. I don't try to fuck people over. I never fucked over anyone that didn't have it coming, right? You remember that shit? Fucking Tony Montana, motherfucker. I never fucked anyone over that didn't have it fucking coming. So yeah, I'm a very nice person. I literally have given gifts that are going to pay off people's fucking mortgages with units of ownership in my fucking company that will fucking, you know, that they will be thankful for and their kids will be thankful for. And I just did it just because I'm a nice fucking person. But yeah, a motherfucker that fucks me over, that's fucking disloyal. And I'm not saying that's you, because again, I don't even know what happened with you and Julian. But like a guy like Ari that clearly fucking, you know, I had some units that I would have given him. He was supposed to record some fucking videos for me and talk about fitness and all this shit. And there was like some deal with some stuff and whatever. He trained me like 4 or 5 times, you know. I mean, this motherfucking came to Exalted and I practically doubled his salary within like 2 fucking weeks of him being there. But forget all that, dude. There's a long video for him, dude. Forget all that shit. But like literally, he would have had enough units to have, you know, like the only thing he likes is these fast, you know, people with money and cars and someone that drives a Rolls Royce and someone that has, you know, like a fucking Lamborghini. Like that's, he's like, it's all about money, right? As soon as he had some little piece of evidence that he thinks, oh my gosh, you know, Anthony's not like worth $100 million. Oh my gosh, Anthony doesn't have all this cash. Oh, Anthony owes money on his mortgage. Oh. As soon as he fucking dumped me, okay? That's the piece of shit that he is. Without even like coming to me and saying, Anthony, are you all right, dude? Like, you need any help? No, he doesn't do that. He fucking dumps me. And then he does some crazy shit. He badmouths me to a few people, including a few mutual friends. Like literally a few mutual friends, like 1 or 2 of them that invested in my company. And one of them, I believe, is one of the buyouts that is getting bought out. And I think he was influenced by Ari. He just fucked that guy over. This guy would have had $10 to $20 million on $50,000, dude. Like literally, that's fucking crazy, dude. This poor fucking guy, because Ari, God knows what Ari told him about me. You know what I mean? Like, and this is a guy we both know. All right, so getting back to you, Guns. I'm going off on a goddamn tangent again, but I had a lot to say clearly. But getting back to you, Guns, you put money into our business together in telecom, and you made money all those years. You got paid in the good years and the bad. I paid you higher than your percentage interest. You didn't pay for the units that you had. You actually were given them, and then you paid some money along the way, just like what I would expect. And, you know, again, that's how business works, man. Everyone puts in everything they can to get it off the ground, to make it fucking work, you know? No one took a gun to your head and did that. You did that shit, all right? And then you didn't pay the fucking bills. I'm talking about this credit card. And then it got a judgment, and then you ignored that, and fucking thousands of calls, and they took the money out. Again, you're blaming fucking me on the business that took care of you all those fucking years that you sold at a fucking gain. You got $200,000 to $300,000 out of Connie's credit card and fucking, I don't know, some money from your dad. What else did you put into the business, Guns? Because I don't know what you put in, but I know what you got out. I know exactly, but it's like $200,000 to $300,000. And by the way, it was $1 million too fucking short. You sold it so cheap that you fucked me. I don't think I fucked you. In my opinion, I didn't fuck you. That's why I'm recording this message. Now, you inadvertently, without maybe thinking about the consequences, you fucked me. You fucked me because when I needed to sell some of my units, I sold those fucking things at a fucking ridiculous price. I was forced to. You fucked me over for about $1 million, all right? And I wasn't even going to tell you, Guns, because I've known you 40 years, and I knew it would just make you feel bad. But I'm telling you that shit now because I'm just fucking telling you. And it's factual. It's factual. All right, so how do we fucking conclude this? Guns, I probably have more to say, but this was quite a bit. But let's just start with this. I'd like to know where you stand with me. Like, I'd like to know, like, are we friends? Are you sorry? Do you see this perspective? I mean, if you have some thoughts on here, let me know. I'm not afraid, okay? But I'm telling you that between me and you, until you get Julian, and this is going to be your project, man. You're down in South Florida, dude. You're going to have to get Julian. You know, if Julian came to you and said, hey, you know, was my dad, like, did he ever fuck you over for money? Like, he's, you know, like, did he fuck over anyone else? Like, you know, basically he's asking you, is like, my dad a good person? Is like, my dad like an asshole? You know, like, I'm just guessing that's what he's asking you. For you to not sit down with him and say, hey, look, Julian, I haven't known a lot of people for fucking almost 40 years. Your dad, you know, if I was in jail fucking 3,000 miles away, I would call your dad. If I need to borrow $5,000, I would call your dad. Your dad and I, we've lent each other money 100 times. We've paid each other back 100 fucking times. Like, your dad would do anything for me. I was the best man at his fucking wedding. I cannot say a bad thing about your dad. I mean, he's imperfect like everyone else, but no, your dad is a good person. He doesn't fuck people over that don't have it coming. You know, you could maybe say that, all right? And again, I'm going to deal with these other fucking people. These other people are like, it's ridiculous, dude. Althelia? Really? I'm sorry, dude. We're losing our ass in the company. We moved to fucking Sanford. We offered her a job there. She didn't want to move. She lost her job. She's pissed. She's upset about that. A disgruntled fucking employee. It's interesting. Out of these 13 people, like, other than Julian's mom, like, these are all people that, like, worked for me that, like, things didn't work out. You know, like, think about that shit. Literally, like, what the fuck is that? So, you know, again, I just addressed the issues with you. I'm going to record another video to address maybe some issues I think have to do with your mom. I'm going to address that shit too, okay? Separate video, all right? Then who else does he have? He claimed that Adam, the GM at Exalted, I mean, that one I was like, dude, are you fucking... Adam and I are fucking best friends. I mean, like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't even have to address that one. That's a fucking joke. Then Ari. Oh, yeah, Ari, he is. He's gonna get his fucking explanation, dude. Ari, that fucking cockroach motherfucker, like, he literally made the biggest financial mistake of his whole life because I gave him some fucking units in return for work he never did. And, you know, like, this is a fucking slimy fuck, and I'm gonna deal with him separately. So, yeah, there's nothing there. And who else? He's got, like, his mom's brother said that I owed him money from a laptop. This is like from when I'm 20 years old. Like, I can't even fucking remember. His mom's brother, I think, worked for me when I was in network marketing. So I don't know the details of this laptop, but I don't know. But it's like, dude, maybe call me, say, hey, dude, do you want to pay me for this laptop? It's like 20 years later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? My son thinks I'm a piece of shit because of a laptop from when I was younger than he is. Like, what? Watch out. All right, so let's see who else on his list. His mom, again, that's a tricky one. I don't know if I should tell Julian about his mom. I don't know. But his mom's brother, Althelia, your mom, fucking Ari, Adam. Adam was fucking bullshit. I think at some point, maybe he said I was fucking over Scott. Like, the initial list was like, there was a few more people. I was like, nah, no. Fucking go talk to these fucking people. But for him to talk to you, and you still be on his list of people that I fucked over, that's fucked up. And for that, I don't know if I can forgive you or not, Guns, but I can tell you how you can make it up and get off my doo-doo list is you will get fucking my son to know the type of person I fucking am and that I love him unconditionally. You know, like I told my daughter this today, you know, my love is unconditional. My money, yeah, that's conditional. He's always like, yeah, you give me money if you do this. In his mind, I owe him money, dude. Like, you know what his beef with me is right now? It's the fact that I offered to help him with his rent, $500 a month, when I was selling solar with him. You know, because I was staying in hotels. I tried to help him sell solar. Like, you know, again, like I just wanted to spend time with my 2 sons. So to do that, I had to sell with them. You know, I had my hands full with fucking work. You think I needed to fucking take another job on? But I did it to kind of be with them and spend time with them. I spent money doing that. I paid for fucking Airbnbs. I spent more money than I got. I think I got 1 commission check for fucking this crazy deal. You know what I mean? And I gave all kinds of stuff. You know what I mostly got? I mostly had appointments I set up that motherfucking kid doesn't show up to. You know what I mean? Like, I basically spun wheels. But anyhow, that said, I tried it for a couple months. I stayed at his house for a few fucking days, a month, you know, and he's like, hey, listen, you know, hotel's like a couple $100 a night, you know. So I offered to say, hey, you know what? I want to help my son. I want to pledge to help my son. So, hey, I'll pledge $500 a month to help you with your rent, you know. And then it's like, dude, I'm not selling sonar. It's like months later. And by the way, dude, I'm fucking broke. You know, I have money. I don't have money. These last fucking couple of years have been very interesting. But that said, it's like, all right, he's like, I still want you to pay $500. So even though I'm not staying there, I said, okay, you know what? I'll tell you what, son. I'll do that for the first year. But I have this lump sum payment that I'm getting later on this year. When I get that, I'm going to pay you. That's what I told him from the beginning. And it's like now he's calling me like I borrowed money to pay one of my bills And I owe him money. You know, every single dollar with Julian, like all of our money together, is never Julian is not promised money from me because I owe him money for something that is my expense. You know what I mean? Like Guns. You know, like I say, hey Guns, can you send me $1,000? I need it for something, and you send me $1,000. I owe you that money. You know, hey, I'll pay it back next week, and then I don't pay you. You got every right to have a beef if I don't pay that back. But it's like, hey Guns, listen, I'll tell you what, dude, I love what you're doing, man. I've known you for 40 years. You need help with this thing you're doing. I'd like to help out. I'm going to offer up like $5,000 when this happens, or let me try to help you. Like, that's a huge difference. There's not $1 of any money between Julian and I that have to do with me. It all has to do with his fucking life. This is the kid that I spent $120,000 paying for his middle school. I spent $120,000 paying for his high school, where he was late so many times he got expelled from St. Thomas Aquinas and had to get a fucking GED. And that's the $120,000 I spent there. Then I probably spent about another $120,000. I'm up to like $300,000 to $400,000 so far, just in education. Okay, the next $120,000 is for him to go to 3 community colleges, all of which he dropped out, while I'm paying his rent, and I'm paying his car, and I'm paying his fucking insurance. And then this kid, the way he fucking buys shit at Whole Foods, he was doing that shit at 18 and 19 while he's in college, okay? Like, just buying whatever he wants, as if I give him an unlimited budget. I had a meeting with him one time, like, Julian, this is not fucking unlimited, dude. Like, I'm willing to pay, like, some money, but, like, dude, like, you know, beyond this, that's on fucking you, all right? And he's not even holding up his end of the bargain. The kid doesn't get books, all right? Doesn't go to classes. Apparently there's like $5,000 or $10,000 from this Florida. It's not even like for low income. It's just like you get money to go to college, to help with college. And like, I lost that $5,000 because he didn't show up to classes. I didn't get anything. I had to pay for tuition. I had to pay for all those expenses. The rent alone. I mean, he's not in a dorm room, dude. I'm spending rent in a fucking apartment. Like, multiple fucking apartments. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyhow, so, and then, you know, and by the way, during this time, he's high fucking all day long. Literally, he's high from morning till night. He's selling drugs, making money. He's trying to figure out where his money went. You know what I mean? He's like, I thought I had money. Where's it all gone? You know what I mean? Like, literally, it's like, you know, this was before he's gonna have to track his fucking money. Between what I'm paying and the money he's making, he's burning a lot of fucking money, dude. While he's in college, not going to fucking classes. I supported him for a few months to be a fucking boxer because he wanted to be like Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? And then in the end, it's like, I owe him money. Oh, okay, really? I owe him money. Then he goes out and he starts selling. This kid fucking, you know, once he started selling, he started paying his own expenses a little bit. You know, but even at the beginning, I was still supporting him a little bit at the beginning, and then he's been on his own. You know, like kid sells $100,000 in a month. He's got a lot of fucking potential. He's a killer. He's a fucking killer, like his dad. He can fucking do shit. All right. But the balls of him to have a fucking penthouse apartment that he chose, that's more money than my fucking mortgage, and to fucking tell me that I owe him $500 a month, you know, when he's not even fucking texting me. And by the way, I'm not even saying I won't pay it. At this point, I said, you know what? It's like, by the way, I gave it to him for the first 3 months. I only stayed there like 4 nights. I mean, really, dude? You know how much money I paid per night for that shit? All right, so I did that. Fine. Who gives a fuck? All right, I did that. So now he expects me to keep paying that. I said, all right, you know what, Julian, you know what? All right, listen, fine. I'll pay it for the first year. That's it. Why? Because he's my son. You know, what's $4,500 more money to help my son? But I said, I'm going to pay it with this other lump sum payment I'm getting. Right now, I can't. I'll give that to you. And, you know, again, he's pissed about that. Now, I changed my terms, which is probably something he's pissed about. But, you know, again, I wasn't expecting my son to block me. I wasn't expecting someone I thought to be my best friend to, like, tell my son that, like, I fucked him over. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting all these fucking things. So now, again, I don't give a fuck about Ari. He will never have a chance with me ever again. He will never get an invite to my fucking jet. No fucking way. All right, you Guns. I don't know. I don't know. I would like for us to have a relationship, but you know, if we don't have a relationship, we don't have a relationship. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, dude. Until you fucking talk to Julian and fucking tell him you were wrong and tell him that you didn't. I don't know. You're gonna have to fucking help with this shit. And you do that shit, then we can have a fucking relationship. Until then, Guns, I don't know if we can. All right? But Julian, Obviously, he's my son. I got to have a relationship with him. So I said, Julian, if we go to therapy, we can do some Zoom sessions. You know, I'm not trying to have therapy. Like, it's not mediation to discuss our differences. All right, you see things differently than me. So I am not trying to, hold on a second. I got to go to the left. Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to fucking, have mediation to settle our differences. Like, that's just something he doesn't want to do because, by the way, he never backs off an argument. So that'll go nowhere. So, like, he can see things the way he see things. I can see things the way I see things. It's fine. You know, we're both maybe stubborn, right? I mean, I back off arguments. I admit that I'm wrong. So I'm stubborn. But, I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to waste my time arguing about something. You know what I mean? Like, he will till the death. So, like, that's not what this mediation is for. It's not mediation. It's fucking counseling therapy or something. I just want to have ground rules for relationships so I can have a healthy relationship with my son. You know what I mean? It's like, hey guys, maybe we don't see this together, but like, I'm the only dad he ever had. You know what I mean? And like, can we love each other? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm doing with therapy is that. Now, if he goes to therapy, I will send him this money. So, you know, I'm getting ready to. I don't have it yet. Once I have that fucking $4,500, I will, probably, maybe in a week or two, I'm going to put that shit in a bank account. I'm going to send him the fucking statement. And that money will sit there until he goes to therapy with his dad. And again, it's not to settle differences. It's to just try to figure out how to have a relationship. So that's what I'm doing. So, you know, like anything else I do, I'm doing everything I fucking can, okay? I'm going to explain every one of the fucking situations with all these 13 people. You're the first one that I'm explaining. I explained a little bit about Ari already, but dude, I'm going to go off on that motherfucker. That might be 5 episodes of a fucking podcast, just him. But yeah, I'm going to address all these issues individually, in writing, and whether Julian sees it or not, I don't know, okay? But I'm addressing it, and putting that money there, and when he wants to go to therapy, that's fine, you know? Like, I'm taking Mia and Magnus skiing for a couple days at the beginning of the year. Julian's invited. Of course, he's not going to go, so he misses out on that. He doesn't care. He just wants to sell, whatever. You know, it's fine, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the biggest thing, and it's like I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince anyone that I'm successful in business. You know what I mean? Even though I would enjoy doing that, like, I don't really need to do that, Guns. If you knew what I knew about what was going to happen in 2025 as it relates to your dad's, or not, you know, Julian's dad's businesses, like, I don't need to explain or justify to anyone about anything. I basically have hit a grand slam motherfucking quadruple home run, you know, like world history record fucking crazy fucking shit next year. And you know, you've heard me talk shit like that before, so you may say, oh, you know, you're fucking delusional, you're crazy, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you think. You'll know in 6 months. So I don't care. I don't have to explain whether or not I'm a successful entrepreneur or capable of building a business or financially astute or whatever. All that shit. Like, I don't think, I mean, you know, I don't even want to address it in this. I could go off on it. So forget about all that. The public record will prove that shit. But as far as these people that think I fucked them over, you know, I will explain my perspective like I have to you today. All right. So I would like for you to tell me where we stand. A, are you going to fucking put it on your shoulders and fucking help, you know, basically you get Julian to fucking go to therapy with me and unblock me, and you tell him, hey, listen, you cannot include me and my mother, and I haven't addressed your mom's issues yet, but I will. You cannot include us on the list of people that your dad fucked over, because he did not fuck us over at all. And I apologize for saying that. I was drunk or whatever. You're gonna have to say that shit. And he cannot feel like that. If he feels like that, we got fucking nothing. All right? Now, I created a WhatsApp group. Actually, I created 2 WhatsApp groups. So I want to know if you fit into one of these 2. And if you don't, it's fine. Look, if you want to be my friend, I told you, here's what you can do to repair our relationship. I told you that. I've given you the hint. I said, if you've done that, I'll even fucking hook you up in some way with my company that's about to be a big home run. And by the way, the time for that is like, you know, you got like a month, man. After that, I can't be issuing units of ownership. This thing's about to fucking break loose. So I'm not like trying to like bribe you with my son. I'm just saying that, like, you know, if you think you were owed a gift of something from one of the failed entities of 360 Hoops, then you can think whatever you want. Fucking, that company's been dissolved, motherfucker. It's done. All right? We started off with a fresh slate, and we fucking knocked it out of the ballpark. And out of my investors, okay, 62 of them I had, 6 took the buyout. They're all getting bought out by year end. They're getting bought out from the old entity. All right, so they're gone. They don't even get units in the new entity. The new entity is the people that were loyal, the people that are still here, the people that are my friends, that, or, you know, whatever. You know, you don't give gifts to fucking thousands of people, but, you know, I got a few people I give a little gifts to, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can do that, right? But basically, from a business point of view, it's the people that represent our future. And it's the people that, you know, did shit in the past to earn and keep what they were given that they didn't pay for. Again, you can't take anything away from someone that they paid for. But for someone that didn't pay for something, then yeah, that doesn't move over to a new entity unless I want that to happen. All right? And so I went through that list, and you're not on the list on my new entity. Not right now. Okay? No, you're fucking not. All right? And that's just the way it is. But I made a WhatsApp group. And I made a few of them. One is people that hate Anthony and think that he owes them money. And I offered Julian and Ari and any of these 13 people, if they feel like they hate me and I owe them money, they can join that group. I can't promise to respond to everything, but I will, I'm there. I'm glad to look at, or at least attempt to look at. I mean, I don't think there's that many people on there. Maybe one day there'll be 1,000 people on there. I don't know. But if you hate me and think I owe you money, then you are welcome to express yourself, and you will be heard in a WhatsApp group with everyone else that tells me that they hate me and I owe them money. Fucking fine. You're in there. I created the group. I'm going to send you a text invite, but I don't think you hate me. You might think I owe you money, but I don't think you hate me. At least I don't think so. So therefore, I created a second group, and that is for people that just think I owe them money. So if you just think I owe you money, but you don't hate me, then I have a group for you too. So I'm going to have a nice WhatsApp group for anybody, and I'm going to tell the whole world, anyone thinks I owe them money, please let me know. I will send you a link, and you can express yourself to me and communicate all that you want with everyone else that thinks I might owe them money. Okay? So I got a group for that on WhatsApp. It's been created. This was done a while ago. I forgot to send it to you. I don't know if you think I owe you money or not. I really, honestly, I know I don't owe you money. Like, factually, I know I don't owe you money. But I don't know if you think I owe you money. But, you know, but if you do, I'm glad to add you to that list. I haven't come up with a third group. I don't think I need to. So I basically have people that think I owe them money and people that think I owe them money and hate me. So if you're in one of those two groups, let me know. And if you would like to be like one of my best friends in the world, then Guns, you got some fucking repairing to do. And motherfucker, I think I've been pretty clear about that. And I gotta go.